Hi, Mikha. Hello, everyone. I'm Mikha, your Cody Man. vtubers head in the clouds since we're always flying planes. We're doing trains today. We're gonna see if anything actually fucking works because my ISP is being being a pain in the ass. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting 11 megabits per second upload, except literally no service is allowing more than about 2,800 kilobits per second. It's like, okay, so 11 is what I can get to a speed test, but no, I can only get 2.9 to anything else. So fuck you. I'm able to get more to YouTube than Twitch, it seems, which is really fucky. But we'll try to, I don't know, do a thing. Do I have... We'll put in and copyright free music. So we are here in Derail Valley. I've just parked some locomotives. We're at Steel Mill. I had an absolute heck of a time. Let me turn that down because this is meant to be an ending theme, not something that I talk over. But we had an absolute heck of a time hauling some steel up, or some iron ore up here. But now we have, I had a DM3 diesel mechanical train, a little bit complicated gear shifting. I money shifted and destroyed the thing. Then I had to call in 2 DE2s and a slug to get it up the hill because it was like a 480 ton load. So it was quite heavy. And now we need to pick our next one. I'm going to be intending to take a DE2 or DE3 for this. And we'll just grab some of these other jobs. We might do a shunting job. I don't really want to do a logistical haul. Since we have our DE2 here, we can do a shunting job. I don't really want to shunt with the DM3. If it was like one pickup, maybe. But if it's going to be detaching and going back and forth, all of the shunting ones are multiple pickups. This one, train with steel rails for departure, 72 minutes. I don't know, that might be worth doing. And then we've got a 485 steel mill to harbor and town. That's actually not going to be too hard of a drive. This one is 570 tons, which is doable with the DE2. And 38K is not bad for this. Steel mill is also pretty small, so there's not really a lot of traversing you have to do for it. Let's take this. It's a safe, easy job. It's worth a shitload. Yeah, so we got A5S. Let's grab that one first. Yeah, and we uncouple them all together. It's unlocked. These two are hitched together, except for the multi-unit. Let's the multi-unit back together. Brakes are good. I see the stream is chugging a little bit. Brake cutout off. Brakes off. Beacon on. So I've got a demonstrator DE2 here with an overheat protection and an automatic sander wheel anti-slip computer. Main reserve is good. Plug is powered up, got its lights on. let's pair our loco remote. Pair. So we need to A5S. That's down this way. Left, left. Pull off the brakes. Put on some power. YouTube is saying I still have an excellent connection, even though OBS is like, you've dropped 20% of frames. This is probably going to go terrible. Wrong button. Locomotive remote again. Reverse. Pull off the brakes. Put on power. Shunting. Man, this is overkill for the first car we're shunting. Why is there such a big shadow? Oh, is this bar? Yeesh. I've heard that apparently the slug, because of the way the slug works, this thing that we're standing on right now, it just takes power from your diesel electric locomotive, and we're going the wrong way. Oh. We just blew a traction motor, didn't we? Oopsies, hit the wrong button. Held the wrong button too hard. But because of the way the slug works, it costs you speed to use. But I've heard that apparently in real life, slug units do that. However, you can turn them off typically. It'd be an interesting option to have in this game. Our DM3 is sitting over there. You can see its headlights. We're probably going to use the DM3 to take whatever we decide to take out of this station out. But I just don't want to have to shunt with a DM3. It's a real pain to do. We're in the wrong spot still. How did I manage that? Oh, wrong button. So I can pay attention for like 5 seconds. Bum, 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 bum. I thought we had that set. Oh no! The cart we need is gonna be like... I'm going to sob. Station map. That. Okay. We should be good. I think this did not loop. There we go. So I'm expecting that this cart up here is gonna be behind 3 other carts, and we're just gonna get shafted. Yeah, 179. Fucking god, I hate shunting jobs because of this. 179. Okay, it's behind 1 cart, which is workable with the space we have. I've noticed a lot of the time some of these shunting jobs, it's like the most annoying possible set of moves. You have to make like 10 moves to get to your 1 cart. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You gotta connect the brakes every time, otherwise you drag the thing around. Well, I guess the advantage of the slug is I can just kind of go full throttle, and it'll not lose slip. It won't lose grip. I mean, reverse. There's gonna be a lot of this. You have to do all this effort just to get to this 1 fucking cart. Yep. 179. Throttle. Put on a little bit of brake. Locomotive remote, my dear, my love. Ooh, a little hard hit, but not my problem. Brake, brake, brake line, connector. Forward. Off we go. I'm glad to see the gamma correction that I've had on for like forever is actually doing pretty well in this game. I think you guys can actually see a little better than I can. Did we just blow a traction motor? We might have. Yeah. Okay, I guess we can't just go full out, all throttle. No, I've had a number of derailments in this game. Not a ton, but a few. And, so I've had a couple happen where you pause the game and you just derail when you unpause, which a little annoying. I understand that is something that is going to be hard to not have happen in a game that seems about as physics intensive as this one is. Oh, wrong button. Wrong buttons. I do that way too much. But that one's a little annoying. I've had a couple derailments when steam locomotives blew up because I don't know. I had an S060 with like maximum water injector in, and it just exploded itself. It just was burning through water faster than I could keep up with, and like the fire wasn't particularly hot, so I don't know what the deal with that was. We might have blown another traction motor. God, you're supposed to not be able to do this with the slug attached. Okay, next up, we need to go to V7S and V8S. Those are right next to each other, so it'll be a little bit easier. Left. I also have the digital speedometer and clock here, just for fun. The digital speedometer lets me kind of at a glance see things, but I like the regular speedometer because you can actually tell if you're speeding up or slowing down a little bit better than you can with the digital one. Throttle. Grab the remote. It's perfectly safe to jump off a moving train, right? Okay, so... Oh, we need to go further up. Need to pass that one up there. What am I doing? I can just ride on this flat car. Free ride. I need to get another beacon for the slug, just to see what happens if I put it on the slug. Alright. Station map. That's correct. B7S. Okay. Reverse. Brakes off. Throttle up. It's so bright. I need to get some more licenses, but how far I've gotten in this game, I've got $29,000 right now. Not a lot, but it's a fair chunk of change. I've restored this DE2 demonstrator, given it some upgrades. I've restored the DM3. I've found the DH4, and it's got the parts. I just need to fix it up, which is going to cost a lot because that is an expensive locomotive. 7S. And then I also have a... What is it? Oh, 080, or no, 060. I have the demonstrator of that. It was fixed, and then I exploded the boiler because I was maximum water injector, and it just would not keep up. I had water in the tank still. I just topped it off. So I think I'm going to take a break from steam locomotives, because steam locomotives are just starting to get frustrating for me. I had some good luck with them, but they're just not doing it now. one thing I was surprised to see is the couplings in this game. Is I live in the U.S., and in the U.S., we have the knuckle couplings on trains, which is the ones you like always see in movies and everything. There should be 2 cars here. Uh-oh. 755. 104. Okay. So those are the 2 cars we need. I was thinking we were gonna have to shunt around more cars. But yeah, in the US we have a knuckle coupling, which you just push 2 cars together and they're connected. They don't have brake lines or any electronics connected, but they're physically connected, so like you could just, if you're shunting empty cars, you could just have a locomotive, if the brakes are off, you could just like push into them and pull them around and stuff. But this uses these weird, like, trailer connector thingies. Which seems odd to me, because it's an extra step you have to do, and it's a little dangerous, because the cars are able to move independent of each other until you get that coupled. Like a crush hazard. Alright, let me double check that these are the right cars. So it's either going to be 300 or 239 is the first one. 239, okay. Double check that this is going the right way. Yes. Alright, reverse. Thought I heard wheel squeaking. Sign of a brake, handbrake being left on. God, I love the locomotive remote. If this was not a thing, I would not be like doing anything involving pairing jobs or shunting. Connect, connect. Alright, we got them all coupled. A7L, where the heck is... Oh, it's A, so it's going to be all the way... Oh, no, it's going to be... Frick. This is the loading line. And I'm probably going to need all of the loading line, and I left this stupid locomotive here. So we're going to have to move this locomotive. Still has pressure. Reverse. We can just park this in the way, right? Again. And this will be exactly where we need to load stuff from. Handbrake, brake cutout, brakes off, neutral, lights off, wheel cut off, breakers off. Come, Mr. Train. Ah, forgot the brake. A lot of train cars. Oh yeah, and of course it's raining, so we're gonna have even more fun trying to get any of this stuff done. And that section is gonna be downhill a little bit, so it's gonna be, yeah, we're gonna really have needed this slug for this thing. It's so dark. All the way back there. High water station. Oh man, now it's foggy and creepy. All right, A7L, so left here, right here. First. Oh, we're doing it. I don't like my odds of doing this again once all of this is loaded up with shitloads of steel. All right, 15 kilometers per hour. I think that's as fast as we really want to go on this. I need to get some more of the licenses, like is it Hazmat 2 or Military 1, so we can start doing a more variety of stuff. All right, load them up. That was 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 10 loaded. 10 is what we need. Where are we heading to next? B60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. This is a heavy train. $570 tons. Our poor DE6 or DE2 can do 1,200 tons, but not on a hill and not with rain. The slug is something that we really need here. The game has music? I don't hear any music. Music doko. Pull off the throttle. We're not paying attention. Okay, there. And then B60. So let's do right. Right, left. This is taxing the limits of this DE2 heavily. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Wait, you want me to put it in B60? There's shit there already. It's B60 for outbound. We gotta be careful. We can't hit the cart too hard, otherwise we might damage these solid pieces of steel. We're pretty close. Let's see if we can't just nudge the other carts back a little bit. Oh, brake. Set the brake. Disconnect, 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 disconnect. And done. Easy money. $57K. Hot dang. And now we've got a 570-ton haul mission to harbor in town that I don't have a locomotive capable of doing. We could do 485. Isn't there like a forecast? Forecast is sunny, so we can manage it with the DM3. Let's get this parked. Turn the DM. We're gonna have to turn the DM3 around. So let me check what the heck that was. Where this was. We'll just let that keep going. FH80. Okay, so it's right here. We can park this in the loading area. Oh, we're not far enough up yet. Bum, 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 bum. Left, right, that's correct. We just blew a traction motor, didn't we? Always blowing those traction motors. I swear the demonstrator DE2 has like some bigger issues than the standard ones. Because its traction motor blows a lot easier, and it seems like it goes through oil really quick. Like, yeah, we're going through oil at about the same rate as we go through fuel. Handbrake. Neutral. Ta-da. DM3 time. We're gonna have to still gonna have to move around a bunch of stuff, or at least the DM3 we're gonna have to bring out, bring back, spin around, come back out, come back that way, because this is to Harbor and Town. Levers in position 2. This gearbox is so dumb. Why isn't it low, medium, high, and then 1, 2, 3? Brake pipe. Main reserve. Good. Okay. And brake off. I will give this thing one demerit. It does not coast very well at all. And you can't shift it into neutral while it's coasting. You'd think you'd be able to switch it into neutral while coasting. Beep, 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 beep. On this thing, I want to put a digital speed gauge here, because it's got pretty good rearward visibility, but I just would like to know my speed. On. Wee, turntable go burr. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, because we're gonna come south out of Steel Mill, around here, down here. This should be mostly downhill, I hope. I can hope and pray and hope. Shooting a little bit too fast. right, left. We gotta go straight through, and then we gotta reverse. Oops. Excuse me. All right. Next shift. Next gear. That's probably as high of a gear as we really want to get into in this rail yard. Man, every time I take this thing out, it's so slow. All right, we didn't accept the job yet, so we'll go to the end where we gotta turn around, or we gotta switch directions, and we'll stop. We'll take the order, set the signals, back up, grab it, double check the signals all the way. Actually, we can double check the signals all the way to the harbor right now. That is left, left, right, left. Okay. Looks like we should be set for the signals all the way to harbor. You guys like my lamp? I needed a light so I could read my maps at night, so I put a lamp in there. It's so long to run anywhere in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. Make sure there isn't other crap parked in the same area, because sometimes there just is other loads parked in the same spot as your own load. Then you have to shunt stuff around and it sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going to harbor in town. It is in B20. Outbound. Okay, set up. While I'm back here, let me check the brake, and we'll throw the brake off on this car because it is on this car, and we'll throw the brake on with the car closest to our locomotive. It'll save us having to run all the way back. There's for those of you who don't know, there is a dash thing. That's this. That's what I'm doing with this, but it's really short in realistic mode. So it's set up. Probably don't want to shift out of gears during this. It took me way too long to realize that there are keyboard keys to control all of this stuff. Which makes shunting in anything that doesn't have the loco remote, like, actually doable. Connector, brake, brake, and brake off. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Probably not going to get anywhere like this. We got a downshift. Here, we're skipping 2. Here, 4. This, at the very least, the switching order should have only like required one lever moving at a time. But no, it's horrible. It's like this one, I gotta throw 2 gears. But then the next one, I throw 1. Ring. Turn that beacon off. We don't need it anymore. There's nobody to warn out here. Only us on these rails. Yeah, this thing is so slow. Granted, we are, oh god, +3. We are basically at our max load. Max load for any kind of incline. Downshift. Downshift again. Two bandits on my 6. Where are they? Oh my god, that's a lot of bandits on my 6. Okay, we need to downshift again. again. I think I can, 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 I think I can. Come on, keep chooching, keep chooching. This is a heavy train we got. Come on, DM3, I believe in you, and we can't multi-unit you, so you have to do this on your own. We could upshift now, but it's gonna probably kill our temperature. Ring. F-35 and DCS. I'm a train streamer, not a plane streamer. Can't you tell that I don't do planes? But, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just... The timing of it is when Rosbomb released another message to to like everybody. And as the news is coming out about Polychop just imploding. So, to me it sounds like Eagle Dynamics is just trying to come up with something to distract everybody, and the announcement date of like, oh no, it's coming out in 2 years tells me that they probably have not really even started on it. So they probably were just like, how do we distract everybody from the fact that DCS is like appearing to implode? And so they did that. But maybe if they do release the F-35, ED will get rid of their really asinine and dumb stances on every other module, like the F-16, where they go, nuh-uh, that doesn't exist on the F-16 in 2007 when we modeled it, and we don't have data on things, so we can't speculate on them. And then they just turn around and they use something that is entirely fucking speculation because it's classified still. Oh no, the F-35 has a lot of documents out because it's exported. None of the stuff that they actually need is there. And if they're willing to work on as much speculation as they have with the F-35, as they're going to have with the F-35, I wish they would work with a little bit more reasonable speculation of certain things, like small diameter bombs. They're not complicated. Like, it's a bomb. It's a GBU. It works like any other GBU. And it has a glide radius that is publicly stated. It might have more glide radius than is publicly stated. You could absolutely model that, and it's not a big deal. Not hard. But ED's like, nah, refused. Or, like, give us some other systems on planes. It's like, we're gonna get in, it feels like we're gonna get into War Thunder territory with DCS at that rate. So they're gonna be like, oh, well now here's this plane that has never existed and we're just gonna make, because why not? Also at the same time, I'd rather have more like Red 4 planes. Like, we have a lot of Blue 4 planes. Give me more Red 4 planes, please. I wanna fly absolutely hunk of junk piece of shit Soviet aircraft. Give me a MiG-25 Foxbat. I don't know where I am at this point. Probably here. It's also frustrating with Eagle Dynamics because they're like, oh yes, we spent 7,000 hours modeling the new F5 cockpit from scratch. Then people went and they're like, all right, let's compare the height map of the F5 cockpit to the old F5 cockpit. Oh look, it's 1-for-1 identical. So you changed the textures on the cockpit and then told us that you did a lot more. Fucking Christ, Edie, can you just not lie to us about shit and do better, man. Don't be a shitty company. The next shift is this one. What's the destination? We are going from steel mill to harbor with Check's notes. 485 tons of steel, which is just a little bit shy of our max payload on this thing. So we're gonna have to keep the momentum up because the max payload is at a 2-degree grade, and there's grades that are in excess of 3 sometimes. My god, this thing is so freaking slow. Basically every locomotive I've used so far, except for the 282, is a shunting locomotive, so they're understandably kind of slow. But like the only road locomotives we have in this game are the 282 and the DE6. So there's not a lot of options. I look forward to getting more locomotives in this. I like the goal of this game, that it is not trying to be like the most realistic train sim ever. It's a good level of simulation to get people into trains. Like it's focusing on more of the like the planning aspects. All of the trains have somewhat similar controls, so you can figure them out. I like it. I've sunk let me alt-tab and hope it doesn't destroy the game. I've sunk 53 hours into this game since I got it like a week ago. Also, we are in top gear. We're not able to go any faster than this, especially because we're going up slope. I money shifted this thing today, just before stream, trying to get up a hill in steel mill. I gotta remember that I need to put lever forward before take lever back, because I think I went to downshift like 2 gear, or I went to upshift a gear or something, and it just overrode my engine and the entire thing like exploded. This is where like having a neutral or like a clutch would be great, because shifting the gear immediately changes the RPM, and there should be like a clutch or something, so that way you're clutching and then you shift the gears and then you declutch. And then it takes the gears. Also, bitrate is probably absolutely terrible because ISP is being flat. And I just want to stream up to Twitch. I'm getting like 1,800 kilobits per second. Here I'm getting like 3,000, so at least it's kind of workable. Only train sim world. No, apparently this game has been around. It's still in early access, I think, which it's quite well featured for early access. My only complaints about this is that I'd like more trains. My worry about the game is that when I run out of trains to learn, I'm gonna stop playing because there's most of the enjoyment I'm getting out of the game so far is learning the trains, and if I don't have like a goal to learn the next train, I'm not sure I'll keep playing. I think I don't know how you temper that. It's kind of the same thing I have with flight sims, really, where once I learn like all of the planes all the way, I'm gonna stop playing flight sims because it's like, well now what? There's nothing left to learn. Ring. My oil temp warning. Now it's just a caution, actually, not a warning. It's in yellow, which means I get to ignore it, right? That's how it works. Ring. Ring. Let it cool down a little bit. Now, where am I? Probably about here. Expect a right turn. Yep, coming up. Forget everything and learn again. Nah, I tend to remember things too well. Things that I've done, at least. Through the tunnel? Alright, that's fine. That horn sounds pretty wimpy. Downgrade, so we gotta get a keeper from going. This train has fucky brakes. So the way the brakes work on this is that they have 4 positions. They have release, hold, increase, and emergency. So if you want a level of braking, you have to put lever to increase and then pull it back to hold. But the really fucky part of it is that if you take it out of hold to release and then you want to put it back on, it puts it back on to where it was before you released. So it's not like you can just go, oh, I hit the brakes too hard. I want to take some brake off. Nope. However much brakes you put on is how much you have to deal with. It's annoying as hell. Especially with how much this game makes you like slow down and speed up constantly. We're gonna get down to the harbor, release our load, collect our money, pick up the next load, and then it's gonna rain. Because every time I'm in the harbor, it starts freaking raining. And this game doesn't have it set it up so that if it is raining, you have less wheel grip. Engine brake, engine brake, engine brake, independent brake, independent brake. A little bit of train brake. A little bit of train brake is a treat. I always put too much brake on, and that's what kills me with this thing. So I end up getting like stuck on hills and crap. Rain doesn't affect the FPS. It doesn't really seem to impact the FPS too much. One thing that I've noticed with this game and how it probably looks to people who don't play this, it probably looks like I'm in a fixed position, but I have a character. I can do stupid things like run around up on top of the train, but you can hit the Alt button just to make it so that you have your camera fixed in a position. And that way you can use your mouse to control the controls while still seeing things. You got a junction coming up. Should be that one. I expect to turn left at it. The harbor. Yeah, this train, because of the brake, and I mean also the shifting, this train ends up being a lot more hands-on for me. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to put emergency brakes on because then I'm going to be way too slow, so I put a little bit of brake on. I put the independent brake on because the independent comes on much faster. And then I put the engine brake on because that also comes on faster, so I get the faster braking action. And then when the train brake comes on to where I want it, I pull these off and I pull the train brake off. I really wish I could just shove it into neutral for things like this. We're just coasting now. Gotta use the right amount of brake. Coming in at about 30 kilometers an hour. That's pretty fine. T2I is where we're dropping off. Harbor. Left. Left. So let's go up through here, past this junction. We'll then reverse into C. And it is 2 inbound. Brake off. Okay. Downshift. D2I. North. Okay, so gotta come right, left. It's straight back in. Okay. Harbor. I hardly know her. Harbor is, I don't know, getting out of the harbor is kind of a pain. Like, it'd be fine if it wasn't raining, but, my god, every time I try to take a heavy load out of the harbor, it rains. So, like, anytime I'm in the harbor now, I just have to not take a load that my train can't do up a 2.5 grade with, rain. RPM to a little bit more speed to upshift. Okay, I see target. Yep, that signal. We gotta get past that signal. Oh, which is gonna be hard to tell when we're past the signal. Actually, we don't have box cars, so it won't be too bad, I hope. We're gonna go a little ways into E, so let's make sure that E is clear. Make sure we're actually going into E, which we were not. E, right, left, okay, center line is clear. I just gotta hang our head out the window. Can you guys tell if we're past or not? I can't. Alright, let's double check. Real or fictional? It's, as far as I know, it's fictional. It's kind of inspired by Eastern European, I think. Station map. That's going to the left. This signal is just gonna have to deal with whichever way we come. 2I coming in from the north. Right to go center, left to go center. 2I, okay. Backing this train up is gonna kind of suck. I wish we were just dropping off at like one of these outbound, inbound transfers, but you can't always get what you want. We're gonna be able to get going in this gear. Yes, if we use some sand. Man, all these trains have cooling issues. DE2 doesn't cool unless it's getting going. This thing doesn't seem to cool unless it's getting going. DH4 has its own cooling fan, but it just sucks. Why are we delivering giant chunks of steel to the liquid loading section? Still got enough fuel, so we can probably take on another contract without spending the time to refuel this thing and repair it. Although actually I'm going to want to refuel and repair it to get a little bit of a sense of how much it would cost, because it would cost us, I think, at least like 3,000 to run this in a DE2. And brake. And get out of here. Left. Choo-choo. This thing is fast without any load, but man, it just chugs with any semblance of a loading. You sit here. I gotta turn in that mission before we spend a whole bunch of time getting this thing refueled. My time bonus! My time bonus! The order is worth 26K. Not a bad chunk of change. And we got paid 40K. Dang! Got paid a lot for that. How much money do we have? 126K? What licenses can we get? Can we get military? We can buy military 1. But what does that get me? What are my freight options? Shunting all just goes in a giant pile that I don't want to deal with. There's so many jobs in the harbor. Geez, if only somebody with a train would, like, shunt stuff around in the harbor. Looks like they could really use it. The game stable? The game is pretty stable. Lagging is probably entirely on my ISP side because I've dropped 27% of the frames due to network shit. My ISP is just being a complete ass and refuses to fix their shit. Okay, so we have... This one I can actually do. Honestly, I might prefer to grab a DH6 and do that one. Military 1. Yay. Insurance copay plus 300,000. Oh my god. If we ever blow something up, we're gonna be so freaking broke. Now, if I remember, the military station is way over here. So we're gonna fix this train up. Look, the roundhouse. Oh, if the military yard wants to depart in any reasonable direction, it's going to be a massive pain in the ass, isn't it? Beep, 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 beep. BTR 70? Nope. I wish we had station vehicles to, like a bicycle to just drive around some of the stations, because, like, the harbor is a big station. Yeah. Alright, diesel fuel. This thing's got a pretty good tank on it. Pretty good tank of diesel on it. Wheels, this. Though, honestly, this cost about as much to make a run as the DE2 does, except it's got more payload. So it can haul more for the same price. The game does give you a rail car that you can ride around at the stations to try to get places faster, but it feels kind of dumb because spamming this will get you places faster. MB always been there? Yeah, military base has always been there. Okay. $500 tons, way too much. 33 tons, way too little. 216 tons to military base. Deliver spent nuclear fuel. We don't have Hazmat 3, so we can't do that. That was a waste of my time then. Well, now what? Apache and military base. This looks like not really an Apache. Looks more like maybe a Comanche. Like the Japanese attack helicopter a bit. How many tons is the shunting job that they have here? 184. Machine factory military base. Machine factory military base. I don't really want to deal with that. Womp. Alright, let's take stock of what locomotives we have. We don't have to use the DM3 for this. For everything. And we'll see if we can't come up with a combo of something that'll work. Oh boy, we get the 2 DE2s and a DH6 that I can't drive. So effectively, we can only do 500-ish tons. I'd rather do 400 tons in case it rains, and also to handle stuff. And although it doesn't look like it's supposed to rain anytime soon. This one speaks to me. It's worth a lot, and it's all the way across the entire map, though. We're going from here to Iron Mine West. So we could go this route, I think, is probably the best, most shallow route. Although really for this, I'd like to just have a DH4 and a DM2 coupled. But no, we don't get a DH4. Do I think I can do this with a DM3? Not terrible. Oh god. That's too complicated. I don't want to look at this. Alright, fine. I guess we're taking the long contract. Where are they? E10, okay. I'd like to depart to the west. So we don't need to spin our train around. Map. We're down here. We need to go left, left, left. E10 outbound. The right, 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 right. Oh, left. Trains aren't looking Eastern European enough. Yeah, I think a lot of the trains are honestly like American trains and modified, if I'm not mistaken. Toss her in reverse. is it we're hauling? Excavators? Why? Who needs 10 excavators delivered at once? That's so many. That's overkill. Speed. Not that much speed. I want to stay at about 20. Do the excavators. Rail signs, they look good. $360 tons should be no sweat for me. This thing. This thing's got a nice big fuel tank. I think we'll be able to do this without worrying about fuel. Is it hard to learn the train? Honestly, not really. The game's pretty approachable. The tutorial is pretty workable, although the tutorial doesn't tell you everything that you need to know about certain trains. Like the steam locomotives, it mentions like, oh hey, there's this one control that as you're moving you might want to like pull back on, and it doesn't tell you like why or how it works. But I think there are other ways to learn. Yeah, I think there's a manual that will teach you that in the game. Ah, it's at the other end of the train. Yeah, some of the trains are easier to use, like, instead of this, we could use the DH4, and it would be much easier to use overall. Alright, I got a route plan. So right, left, we're gonna go past the steel mill, right, and left here, right here, past the Forest Central, left here, right here, past the coal mine, and then iron mine. Where in the iron mine west are we delivering these to? B. Okay, that's fine. E2I, so it's gonna be easy. Coming in from the south, so the right side on this map. 2I. Left, right, inbound, there we go. I think I can. Upshift. downshift. We want to get to about 30 on our way out of here. And once we're clear of the major turns, once we're clear of the station, we want to be punching it to 40. Yeah, I can't see any of the excavators. They're way too wide. Any but the first one, at least. Choo-choo. Or actually, I guess if I wanted to depart west, I could go here, then back up into the military base. So you could depart in either direction you want. You got a turnaround wire right here. Plus 1.2. Oh boy. Let's start shooting to the max. Front visibility of this thing is not great. Got a big honking snout. Trains are there in the game? There's the DE2, the DE6, the DH4, the DM3, the S060, the S282. There's a battery electric 2, which is really just a micro shunter, and then there's a DM like 100 thingy-mabob, which is just a rail bus. So that many. Downshifting, keep downshifting. Once we get past this intersection, we're kind of in the clear. She's doing it, she's doing it. One thing that doesn't make sense with this train is like we're redlining the engine and the cooling is now not a problem. Normally redlining your engine is going to like make cooling a big problem. Oh boy, it's gonna take us all day to get to the other side of the map with this thing. Come on. Actually, I'm gonna take a break. I've got laundry I gotta move over, so I'll be right back. I'm back. Choo-choo. Watch for temperature. Oh, there's my hand. Insulated. She's slow, but she may be slow, but she gets the job done. That was not the accent I was going for. Oh well. We're gonna have to downshift, aren't we? Hello there, albino tailgater. Welcome in. We are chooching across the map. We are down here somewhere by the harbor, between these points, I think. A little hard to tell in the night. But we are heading towards Iron Mine West with a full load of excavators and looking for a $77,144 payout. This thing is struggling. It's only... Our train is only 360 tons, and this thing is capable of 400 tons in worst case scenario, so it should have like no trouble with this, but apparently the load ratings are not terribly precise, because it's a 2% grade, and some of these grades are a little bit more than 2. You gotta upshift. Wrong way. Go, go, go! Like, just about every route I've seen on this, I don't think I've been able to, like, really hit the speed limits on any of the things unless it's a downhill. You gotta upshift again. Although, I took a 282 out for a test run, and it was terrifyingly fast. I went from Harbor to City South, so it was a very short run. Harbor to City South, and oh my god, it hit high speed. I was like pissing myself, turning things down, trying to stop the train, like, I don't want to derail, slow down, slow down. And it just kept chugging, just kept chooching. It did what a train is supposed to do. Also, it only had like a third of its payload capacity of train, so I mean that goes a long way for it. The other thing that's really nice about this game is the what we in Flight Sims call clicky cockpits. So you don't have to memorize all the controls. You can just click on them as you go. So like, especially early on, the DE2, it's really easy because you've got a throttle, you've got 2 brakes, and you got a reverser, and it's pretty simple, easy to work with. This thing, you've got a lot more because you've got a throttle, you've got your 2 brakes, you have your reverser, but then you also have an engine brake, and you've got 2 gears. Speaking of, we gotta upshift again. Dit. Vroom, 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 vroom. Upshift, and we're still gonna be slow as hell. Ring. You guys are lucky I haven't been streaming this when I first got the DE2 demonstrator locomotive, because there are in this game there are demonstrator locomotives. So you have like so you have like derelict locomotives around the map that you can find, and if you have the license to drive it, you can re-rail it, put it back on the rails, and tow it back to the railroad museum, and then those are like locomotives you own, kind of. So everything else, it's like insurance covers any damage you do, but like you have to pay a copay. The demonstrators, any damage that is done, you have to pay for. Now, the benefit of the demonstrators is that you can modify them. So like I've got this computer, I've got this inclinometer, I've got the beacon up top. This thing doesn't despawn, so it always will keep these features on it. But that the other advantage is 40, okay. The other advantage with them is that like to buy a new license, you have to pay off all of your fines from insurance, and you accrue fines for every vehicle as you're using it. So like if you hop in like a DE2 to move 2 train cars for like 5 minutes, you don't have to pay that fee before you can take a new license. But with the demonstrators, the cost isn't related to that. So like, well, yeah, you've absolutely thrown your train off a cliff. Well, you can still get new licenses. It doesn't matter. It's just your train is now off a cliff, and you have to deal with the cost of that yourself. But it doesn't gate you from doing anything else. I think we got a downshift. Trains need an APU to start? I don't know trains. This is the first train game I've played. In this game, you just hit the starter. You turn on all the circuits and you hit the starter and it turns on. I imagine modern trains work a lot like most other heavy equipment, like tanks and excavators, and it's just you hop into it and you turn the start key. Possible to drive a train without a proper license? Oh. Unless you mean in the game, because then no. You cannot drive a train. You can't even get into a train in this game unless you have the license for it. Yeah, no, in the game you have to pay for the license, otherwise you can't even get in it. My speed limit here? We're starting to get fast. I'm getting scared. This thing doesn't normally even get 40. Also, this game is pretty good in VR. I tried it out a little bit at first, but my room is a mess. This would be a great room scale VR game if I had the space. I just gotta clean up the pigsty of my computer room. Come on, game, give me another speed limit sign. I forgot what speed limit it is. The game says no. Does it support track IR? No, but I've heard of people kludging together something. If it supported track IR, it would be really cool. Because then you could just be in like the alt view most of the time and look around. And like one of my biggest complaints about the game is that it actually has really nice looking landscapes, but you can't watch them most of the time because it's a real pain to like get out of this view and then look around and try to keep looking back to watch for speed limit signs and watch the dials on your train. Where the heck am I? I'm playing this on the realistic mode so I don't get any markers for anything, except for the caboose, which this is the caboose right here. It's not attached to my train, so a lot of good that does me. Well, I suppose I could summon it and attach it to my train, but that's like 5,000 it costs just to call in the caboose. Just across the river. That's not very specific. There are a lot of rivers on the map. Where are we facing? Pretty much dead west. So we're probably around here. Coming up. Engine braking is not quite enough. A little bit of independent brake and we're good. So we're probably right here. Alright, we're down to 50. Still, okay, good. Of 90. Bold of you to assume that I can get up to that speed. The next, I think, should be the left turn. Actually, it's probably this right turn. I don't think we did two there. 60. Nope, there's Steel Mill. Some sort of multiplayer. Sadly not. Multiplayer would be really nice. There's actually some, there's some issues with trying to do this game multiplayer. Like, there's no rail signals, and all of the rails are singular rails. So, if you have to, like, come past someone, there's not a lot of way around it. It would be manageable with, like, one other person, I think. But then, the other problem you have... Oh, we still have the brake on. That's why I can't throttle up. But the other advantage I think you'd have with multiplayer in this is steam locomotives. Steam locomotives are really taxing to use because you're trying to run the entire locomotive, look out for speed limit signs, and like you're shoveling coal into the firebox. So like you can't look for speed limit signs and run the entire steam locomotive. So you just sometimes you miss speed limit signs, and that's you just went from 90 to 30 and you didn't catch the one sign that told you that. So you die. You derail. Have fun. But even if you can, because you can get it, buy it for the most part. The other thing you could do is you could do multiple steam locomotive unit trains. You got to downshift. Let's downshift to... Downshift again. Again. And again. I think I can. We're at like 3 degrees up. Jesus. We gotta hope and pray this thing will handle it. Three and a half degrees. Oh God. Trains were not meant to go in this attitude. Okay, 1. We can handle 1. Down 1. Cresting a hill. Next gear. Next gear. Gear. slowing down again because we're back up to really absurd grades. Bottom gear, let's go. Come on, chooch. Chooch train, chooch. Chooch like you've never chooched before. I think I can. And here I thought this would be the easier route. Normally I would have gone this route, but I took this route. Maybe next time I should take this route. Actually, yeah, this is a pretty steep area, I forgot. Alright, we're leveling out, I think. Four degrees! We're off the scale! Ah! Remind me to not come this way through this area again, ever. Who built these rails? This is dumb. I mean, I'm just sitting here, waiting, hoping, praying, crying, sobbing, grabbing some snacks. I'm just gonna sit here and munch on some pretzels and watch the train do its job. This thing's got torque, I'll give it that. We're down to a +2. All right, shift. Shift. We're around here, right? Yep. Shift. Minus 1.7. A downward grade. Thank God. Yep. I like how this says 6 to the right and then immediately drops to a 2. Okay, things really got away from me there. Ah! Frick. That was not the way to handle that. Well, I guess we're buying a whole new train now. Yes, my engine exploded. Because we got going too fast. So I upshifted. And then the RPMs went really high because we upshifted. So then I downshifted and the RPMs got really high because that's actually what happens when you downshift. So I don't get this fucking train sometimes. It's really just stupid in how it reacts. All right, so there's going to be absolutely no way a single DE2 is going to manage this. But we will hope and pray. I mean, it's 380 tons. This thing can do 300 tons, and then we've got a slug, which might make it work. Got that. Doesn't even have a full tank of gas, which is fantastic. All right, Mr. Slug. I can't see what I'm doing. Why is it not connecting? There we go. Multi-unit, brake line. Oh. Handbrake. I'll do it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Trying to back up a hill, and this thing is just gonna blow its shit trying to fucking back up a hill. It's not like it has a massive traction motor attached to it, so it shouldn't have any trouble backing up a hill. But no, it does. Traction motor's still good. Thing absolutely should be able to handle its own weight slightly up a hill. Better connect. There we go. Multi-unit connected, but sometimes it feels like the slug just literally isn't doing anything. Makes it a massive pain in the ass. If the slug has its light on. Does. Tracks better be clear, or I'm going to do things I can't repeat on YouTube. And then it's going to start raining, so we won't be able to do anything. Why does the DE2 get the best sounding horn? Oh. Turn 450. $70. We're hitting about 65 soon. $80. Some of these signs are hard to see from far away. Crossing the river, so probably around here. Faster, faster. Oh. 60. And we're going uphill. Uh-oh. slowing down. But we should... Oh, +2. Uh-oh. Chuckles, I'm in danger. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. At least this thing with a slug basically will never overheat. How much time did we have on this order? 140 minutes? Should be plenty of time. Oh! For some reason I kept thinking that the DM3 had more load than the DH4, but no, the DH4 do more load. We could have done this run with a DH4. Probably should have done this run with a DH4. The DH4 is much more forgiving. Watch it eat through our fuel here. We don't have diesel service at Iron Mine West, so we may have to stop at manufacturing to get some more diesel. We should be coming through here, so we can just come past the first stop, decouple, and then go into the roundhouse for service. Crawling down to 16. We're so slow. This is our only option. We don't have any other trains we can call in. Oh, we could call in the S060 that has an exploded boiler. I'm sure that'll help us a lot. Hey, we're here. Apply the brakes. Okay, we are where I think we are. Handbrake. Disconnect the brakes, disconnect the multi-unit, disconnect the brakes. That down. Silent Hill. It's not that bad. It's just a little bit of fog. Oh boy, and it's raining. Who could have seen this coming? Do we have another DE tube? Yes, we do. I'm probably gonna steal that. Yes, 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 we gotta step on the gas. Bloodsucker, take my money. Here, here. You. Starter. Gauge forward. Handbrake off. Why is my controller all fucky-wucky? Wrong button, wrong button! Alright, you connect. You connect. On, multi-unit. Take off the handbrake. We're clear to reverse. One day I'll get to drive you, Mr. DE6. Today is not that day. Raining, so we're gonna have to be careful because everything's slippery. All right, you connect. You connect. On multi-unit. 2 DE2s and a slug. We should be able to pull just about anything, I hope, maybe. Oh, the rain cleared up. Our front unit is now overheating because we don't... The slug is only powered by the one right next to it, I think. The 060. So if I'm not mistaken, the 060 is based off of a US Army designed train that then post World War II got surplused out to a lot of Czechoslovakia. We're cruising. I wonder what's up here. Ten. All right. All right. Farewell, albino tailgater. 60. Oh god. Oh no, wait, that's 80. Panic! Wait, don't panic! Oh, now my computer's chugging. Oh, VTube Studio specifically is chugging. PC Kun is not very happy. I believe in you, PC Kun. We'll probably wrap it up after this and give the PC a bit of a break. 240. Uh-oh. Delivering to V2I. V2I. Yeah, because that's right after we come out of the tunnel. That's why I was checking all that. We got a 282 here. Nothing else. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. But... why is there shit in my delivery lane? What the fuck, game? There's not supposed to be anything where you're delivering stuff. Zero six. What the? Fucking great. Just fucking great. God damn, this game is just fucking me over every chance it gets. Right, because this map is fucking opposite of every other map in the entire game. Because every other map has north pretty much going to the right, and this one doesn't. Forward. more, just a bit more. And all the way back to decouple it and release the brake. Brake. Yeah. 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 And turn it in. $115,000. What fees do I have? Just this thing? All right, I am going to call it here. I can't rate anybody on this platform. There's nothing you can do. All right, okay, bye.